What is going on, everyone? So every once in a while I'll play duels, on my own just without recording, and some every once in a while there are duels that are so spectacular that I just have to show them on camera. And this is just one of those. I just played this one like just now, and let's just say it didn't have a very good start. But we'll just see what I did with it. That's all I'll leave you with. So we have this round here, and I look at it and I'm like, oh, it's just Otavi in Namibia. I see the Gen 4 blur car blur and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna insta send it. I insta sent it, and it is actually here. And yeah, he actually did get it. He literally clicked about right here. So I lost a ton of health there. Let's see, 2100 health from that round. So yeah, not good. Turns out it's small cam, by the way. So I should have looked at the car blur much more closely, but I didn't. This round, just a free Florida. We had the southern reflectors. It looks like Florida. Big shocker here. This ended up being max south, I believe, and we both clicked middle. So yeah, there was basically no damage on this round. Actually, I got 100, so we'll take it. uh, and then, guys, unfortunately, we're gonna see this painful round as well. So I looked here, and this reminds me so much, guys, of the short antenna Ukraine coverage. It just does. Like, it just reminds me so much of it. But I was looking at it like, man, isn't this August coverage? Like, I think it is August coverage. And I was like, I just can't see it not being Ukraine though. And so I just decided, you know what? I'm gonna stop meta slaving. I'm gonna stop pretending to know the month. I'm just gonna send Ukraine because I believe it. And well, it was not Ukraine. It was very much not Ukraine. I went for Uman because I thought the coverage kind of worked, and it was Nizhny. You guys wouldn't believe it. My opponent clicks Nizhny. So I am down to 1,600 health at this point, guys. 1,600 health. Okay, so it's not very good. Um, but my thought process was, you know what? If I can play a perfect game, if I can just play a perfect game, I can make this work. And I really didn't want to lose to my opponent because he's like 100 elo below me, at the moment at least of playing this game. And so I really, really did not want to lose this game. Um, but yeah, I'm looking around here. It's just Chile. So not anything too crazy here. I thought of like pretty far south, and then I was like, it could be like Puerto Montt. I think there's some weird mountains around there as well. So I wasn't really sure. I don't think I sent that city. I think I sent a little north of it to hedge. I really wasn't sure. I saw the river like to our west, so I just tried around there, but I don't really know. So yeah, it just ended up being, let's see, this apparently. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, not much damage to my opponent there. This round, I was very unhappy to see Norway, guys. I was like, man, it's over. Like he's gonna commit north, and I'm gonna lose. Um, it was 1.5 health, or sorry, 1.5x damage at this point. So I could very easily lose on this round. I just looked around and said, I'm clicking Trondheim, pretty much. Had no clue. So Trondheim it is, and it actually was quite far north. Um, yeah, feels memorizable, honestly, but yeah, we both clicked Trondheim, so not much damage, 117. I will say, if my opponent, at random points just like made more risky guesses, I think they would have just been able to kill me just by random chance. But obviously, it's risky to do that as well, so I don't blame my opponent at all. Um, when I first looked at this round, I was like, "Is this U.S.?" And then I was like, "Wait, duh, it's Arg." I mean, by the time I saw the polls, it was fine. But yeah, looking around, I noticed the San Luis style road, but I didn't think it was actually San Luis. I thought it was more of like a Cordoba kind of round. So I did end up clicking Cordoba. However, you'll see here in a second, that actually is San Luis. So yeah, I did 600 damage to my opponent there. So my opponent still has 5,000 health, guys. We have 1,500. So yeah, not looking good. Round 7. I was very upset to see this round as well. Every single round I was nearly dreading. um, yeah, looking at this, it looks coastal to me a little bit, and I noticed we had front plates on the car, actually both cars. I thought we had an Alabama, like, do you guys know that Alabama like thing on the poles? I thought that could be what that was, but I was like, it's clearly not Alabama. Um, but yeah, I really didn't know what to do here, so I kind of clicked Virginia, like north of it. I think you'll see in a second. Should put my pin down in a second here. But yeah, that's basically where I ended up going. Yep. And it's in Baltimore, I believe, or something. Is it? Yes, it's in Baltimore. My opponent clicked about where I did, by the way. I think he clicked here, like Fredericksburg, something like that. But yeah, Pretty fascinating. Round 8, Brazil. So I recognized here that there is a chance, but also I could very well lose here. Um, so looking at the round, it's striped 24, and I make sure to keep note of that. And I'm looking around like, man, it looks so flat, like Mato Grosso, but at the same time, like stripe 24 is just, Rondonia. And I'm looking around and I'm like, man, it's like, does Rondonia have mountains? I was like, I've like never seen that before. And so you'll see in a second, I start scanning for mountains in Rondonia. Um, and I kind of found one. It didn't look big enough. We'll see when I find it. Might take a while even. I'm doing all these at 2 times speed, by the way, just so you guys don't get bored. Um, but yeah, like you can see I'm scanning around. And guys, I think I've gotten better at scanning. I'll say that. I might still be cringe-inducingly bad at it, but like, a little bit better. I do find one mountain, and I find kind of a second mountain, like to the east and west of me. So I'm not confident, but I'm like, you know what, this is my best idea, and I don't see anything else. Um, and I'll pause it for a second. If you saw me scanning the border there, it was because I was wondering, like, could there be a mountain on the other side that I haven't looked for? That like maybe I'm just looking over here. Is it the greatest idea? I don't know, but yeah. But anyways, it ends up being here. I think my opponent clicks somewhere around here. It was about equal damage. But yeah, let's go to round 9 here. We have oh, this is Romania. For some reason, I thought it was Italy when I first looked at it. And then I'm looking around like, wait, it's Romania, isn't it? Like the yellow stickers on the poles and like the Czechia style poles and stuff. And yeah, the architecture almost screams Romania down, let's see, is it to the west of us, I think? I don't know. But anyways, I'm looking at this, like, I have no idea where to click. Like, it feels eastern, but I was like, why are there hills east and no mountains west? So I was like, I don't know. This round, like, broke my brain, to be honest. Um, and I knew that, anytime my opponent got a really good region guess here, he could just win immediately. So very terrifying. I just ended up clicking there because I don't know, man. It just looked kind of southern to me somehow. Um, Ended up being here. My opponent was closer. He was like around here. I don't know exactly, so he did get a little bit of damage off of me there. And then let's go to round 10 here. So this one was scaring me because I thought it was Poland, but like the road quality does not feel very Polish. But looking at the like houses in the distance, I'm like, okay, that's like it's probably Poland. And I think I just became more sure over time, like just as I kept looking at it, I was like, yeah, it's probably Poland. I noticed it was a bit hilly, but I know there's some hills in like the northeast of Poland, and I wasn't gonna commit south, but my opponent, guys, he's kind of a legend. He actually commits like max south. He goes like Katowice or something, and so he does end up dealing like 600 damage or something to me. 200, never mind. Okay, it's not quite that much, but still, I was a little bit terrified. And then this round we have India. And guys, I just had to keep committing like every single round. Like, or okay, Poland I hedged, but like I had to commit Bihar here, and I was a little scared. I was like, it could be like Eastern Uttar Pradesh or something weird like that. But I just kept looking at it, and I was like, it's probably Bihar, and my opponent's probably gonna send Bihar, so I have to as well. And yeah, if you have this many like Palmyra palms and stuff, probably go Bihar. As long as it's flat and green and whatnot. I did commit a little bit west, but yeah, ended up being here. My opponent went Jharkhand, I believe. So somewhere around here is very close as well. So yeah, and gotta give props to my opponent. Like he was not making like any mistakes at all. I was just trying my best to stay in the game. Like did not know what to do. And then guys, we have Guatemala, our favorite country. And I actually saw the western bar here, and it looked southern because of how flat it is. And then I realized the road angle also worked for it. You'll see here in a sec. Yep. And so I kind of knew that like one of these roads was the correct answer. I never like to commit these roads anymore because I feel like I always get it wrong. So I just kind of hedged. But yeah, it ended up pretty much working out. Yeah, I'm never guessing that road, right? Probably going to be guessing one of these two, which would put me further away actually. So yeah, I don't care. All right, guys, and we're going to put this one at 1 time speed because this round is pretty epic, to say the least. So guys, I've been practicing my Russia B type recently, and I looked at the round. I saw B type. I was like, yes. I was like, yes. I look, we have double smudge, very common in Orenburg and Orsk, and also Yekaterinburg. So those three are the main things you're thinking of. Obviously, it's not Yekaterinburg. Orenburg is very possible, but I thought it was Orsk because of the hills. And so, I put my pin down in Orenburg, but I was gonna scan in Orsk first of all. And so I was kind of looking around, and I'm just thinking, oh yeah, and that is exactly when I see the city north, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna be able to find this possibly. So I see Orsk to the north, and so I start just scanning south of the city, and then I realize like, we're quite a ways south. Like we wouldn't be directly in the city. So I scan, and then I see that, and I'm like, hold up, could that be it? And I'm looking at that angle, and I'm like, okay, that works. And then I look at the other angles, and I'm like, wait, that's it. And it is, guys. That is the 5K right there to end off the game. My opponent, probably not being cringe and like knowing smudges like I do, I think he went somewhere in the south, but obviously that was not enough, unfortunately. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to show that game because it's just one of those kind of exhilarating games where you just have to be precise every single round, or else you are just going to die. um, and precise, like clicking middle, pulling, sending Rondonia and Mato Grosso. Sometimes that's going to happen as well. It's not going to be completely accurate, but um, yeah, I just had to show that game because it's a cool way to end the game. Cool little multi-merchant there. Um, yeah, sorry to my opponent because it's kind of brutal, not going to lie. But anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed that one. And yeah, we'll just keep the grind up. I'm like, I think I'm just above 1800 right now, technically a little bit low for the past week, but that's all right. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe if you did, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.